program. Let's start checking with the stock market, where it was the best of the trading day for the month of February. We just made about north of 2% in just a few sessions we've had so far in the second month of the year. This is looking much better than January, at least for now. Temple Ashaju, our business correspondent, live at the trading floor, the stock exchange. Temple, is the party still holding it? All of that, the drum still beating?
Absolutely, Bosun. The market is still in green, rising some 0.41% so far in this early trade that we've seen. The interest has continued to be in the banking names, as we've seen in the past few sessions. We've got the likes of Guaranty Trust Bank, FBN Holdings, which has done more than 4% in gains in early trades, as well as Zenith Bank, found on the top chart of the top trade chart of the market right now. Nestle, which is in the consumer goods segment of the market, has also done more than 2% in its share price. That's the kind of sentiment we're seeing right now. We know that these demands have continued to come in from domestic and foreign participators in the market here. And, ahead of election, that typically we're used to a bit of a downtrend in the market. The reverse is what we're seeing at this point in time. Why are we seeing this kind of sentiment? It is because it looks like a lot of investors are bullish on the policy direction of both major candidates that we have in terms of the election participation, and of course, we're going by what they have delivered at their campaigns, talking about the understanding they have about the APC flag bearer, and of course, the fact that the PDP flag bearer is talking about pro-market. So either ways, if any one of these candidates win the election eventually, they're positive that, well, after all, they know the direction of the policies, so they will be able to move in line with that, Bosun.
Yes, Tempo, and of course, it looks like the major party candidates seem to be romancing the market in the final hours or days to the presidential, to the elections. Talking about the vice president, of course, it's always been part of the business community. But again, it's meeting with the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers this weekend, isn't it?
Stockbrokers. Absolutely, Bosun. A lot of issues to be talked about there. They want to know what the parties have for this market in terms of the kind of support they will give to this market. They also want to do a bit of an evaluation of, because in 2014 when they had the 2014 election, the 2015 election, I beg your pardon, the same brokers also had an opportunity to meet with the party in power at this point in time, and they made a whole lot of promises for the capital markets, talking about a bit of bringing some of these unlisted public enterprises to the markets. That happens toward the tail end of the 4-year of that administration eventually. So they also did a bit of capital raising. A lot of the issuers in the market were able to have so much deals eventually. So this offers them another opportunity to hear from the vice president what's next at this point in time, what's the assurance that you have for us. And I believe they also have a similar plan for the major opposition, going forward. So they can hear from both ends, both ends of the political space, Bosun.
Yes, the stockbrokers, as it were, of course, represented by the Chartered Institute of Stockbrokers, meeting with the vice president. The vice president is one who understands the language of business, of course, going by what is done. We've seen in the last 4 years. So I'm sure having a handshake with the stock market community on Sunday would be closely watched. We'll be watching that as well. But of course, the market will want to extract some what you call workable promises from these politicians before they let go. They don't meet with stockbrokers often as perhaps they would want. So I'm sure these stockbrokers will now want to use this opportunity to at least to hold down the vice president for some promises. And if they lay hold on other major contestants in other political parties, they want to have everybody say something that will move the market. The market needs it, don't we?
Absolutely, Bosun. The market really needs all of these promises, and of course that will help the operators in the markets to take their decision proper, and of course to help them communicate more with a lot of the foreign portfolio investors that they are the intermediary tool in this with this market. So this is part of the information that they will certainly need as always, because again, if you look at how well the foreign participation in the market has panned out in recent times, if you look at the whole gamut of the capital market, we understand that 51% of participation in recent time since year started was from the foreign portfolio investors. And if you look at the other side of that, it's just some 22% or thereabouts. Now, we know that a lot of the 19.1 billion naira that has come into the market since February the 1st, we know that 11.8 billion naira of that came into the banking sector, with interest in UBA, Zenith Bank, and Guarantee Trust Bank. That's what the analysis from Vetiver Capital Management is saying this morning. So you want to have a lot of these brokers, a lot of these dealers being able to pass this kind of information that we'll get from the politicians across to their foreign participants in this market, Bosun.
All right, Temple, thank you very much. It's been a very great week sharing this space with you. Thank you very much from the Nigerian Stock Exchange, Temple Ashaju, our business correspondent. We'll see everyone at the other side of the weekend. Bye for now from Lagos.